The internships is the model that Yeshua showed us as the model that was there in the early church. And it's really these bringing people into homes where the deprogramming, reparenting, where the father can remove all the other systems, the traumas, and everything that goes on in people's lives and begin to program them with the cultures and the ways of heaven. Every day in an intern's life, it's all about learning about intimacy, learning about their identity, their destiny scrolls, their purpose, being raised up in entrepreneurial ways and careers, but mostly, I think the unlikely champion tribe that the Yahweh is calling us to raise up and to lead mostly are creative artists and entrepreneurs. That's a sort of people that have some of the stuff that we've discovered. You have heard from Ayanda's story, and I've shared a little bit of my story. And most of the people that we find that are attracted to us have similar voices, and we need to give them a voice because without this sort of very in-depth interventions of Yahweh, then there's no way they would possibly make it. And the Passion Project, it's really for even those who would have no natural means um, to be able to do anything about it because it's very intensive. It's a very thorough program. This is not the gospel. This is an academy of life, an A to Z academy of life that Yahweh said that no bondage would be able to stand in this house. I'm still contending for that. I am a survivor of some of these things. We want to give this nameless, faceless, forgotten. Some of them are pretty successful, but it's kind of like some of the success hides the intense brokenness that it's there. And so, Yahweh said like most of the girls will be like Ayanda, most of the men, boys will be like me. And we've been waiting, some have been waiting for 3 years to be able to step into this. And only 2 weeks ago, we were able to open one of our international centers. These centers will be all over the world. There'll be centers in the US, in Europe, there'll be centers in different African countries. And internship is the model that Yeshua has given us, the model of transformation. I need those slides. I don't know what's happened to the slide. And our first pioneering candidate from Kenya is Carla. And Carla, just literally 60 seconds. And I know your story is a bit out there and you don't mind, but just 60 seconds to just tell your story. And I believe that you can speak on behalf of the other interns. You can just, in a nutshell, just 60 seconds each, tell us what's going on.
Hi guys, I am so blessed to be with you guys this evening. It's a beautiful place. My frequency is really way off the roof. Thank Jesus, thank Yahweh. And that's what I've been engaging since I started this. But I have found out that we've really come from really messed up, broken up frequencies, the low one. And I had like dev operates on the lowest frequency. And that's where we've been operating from. As you can see, I have come to meet interns from around the world, from Guyana, South America. I have Kingori here with me in Kenya. Ayanda is our pioneer intern, and you all had her story. So I will start with Pauline from Guyana. She's such a beautiful lady. She is a mother of five, and her story is just painful. Just to say, she comes from a very abusive background. She has never known what love is. Her mom was alcoholic, and so the dad kind of left them when they were young. So she was left with dire need for finances to really survive, being the firstborn of the whole family. So she had two options, whether to become a prostitute or get to early marriage. And she chose to be hooked up with this boyfriend at 16, and she got pregnant for this guy. Unfortunately, that was from coming from, if you don't have the right frequency and you don't know how to cultivate the right frequency, of course, you'll be able to run on a negative and a really bad frequency. And that's what happened to her. The boyfriend was so abusive too, beating her to almost death, actually. And she was pregnant 6 months. And of course, the best punch bag for the boyfriend was her tummy with her unborn baby. I mean, this girl has gone through so much, so a lot, but she's gotten to see baby number one, baby number two, when she was pregnant 17, actually died upon delivery. And she was going to the ward with all of these bruises, black eyes, everything, and just seeing the baby being buried on. But that's not it, actually. It's her family has a lineage of a lot of death and a lot of disabilities, and we can see a little bit of witchcraft. So for me, I'm talking on behalf of interns who have actually survived Illuminati and witchcraft and SRAs. I mean, we have been tormented, not in a good way, but it's like the frequency we've been put up. And that's why we want a place we can be uprooted and done to get to learn how to vibrate as Cole was saying, like to the right place. So that's Pauline, and she's there. I believe she has known Alexander for the last 6 years, and now this is the time she's getting time to get into this, and we're trying to uproot all of that and fix it all up. And I'm so grateful that Guyana, South America is going to be another pioneer place for the AKG, so for the Passion Project. So this is going to be awesome. The next guy that I met him this week. He happens. Okay, his story just I can't explain it. He's called Rufus Kingori, and he's 59 years old. The guy, um, he's a dad of six, but with different wives. And not that he cheated on them. It's like he had the first relationship for 12 years, then went to the next, got one baby, then another short one, got another baby, short relationship, got another baby. Then now on his last one that he's been there for 18 years, has three children. But his family also has a weird death toll on it too. It's like the mother was the second wife to the second wife in that family, but the first wife was a little bit jealous, and so she kind of committed suicide by just hanging herself, and she kind of left a curse, which has been taking toll on the family. So there have been one sibling dies on this side, another sibling dies on the step side. I mean, it's just weird death, weird, yeah, absolutely weird death and weird diseases, pretty much. And I have seen him. He's really determined to break his family from the bondage, and he's been fearing that maybe the soul ties could be something behind it. But as this week I have been with him, and we've been carrying out the internship sessions in this place, actually, that we've been so blessed by the sponsors and God to just have. I've come to find out that there's so much more on the ancestral part, and there's so much gambit that is going on that needs to be addressed, and he's so ready to get to heal. So I'm like, this is a soul. This is actually, he's so courageous that a man can speak up and he's like, this is too much. This is enough. We need to actually fix this. And this is a nice place, a nice, comfortable place where he can be uprooted from all of that to change so that he can learn how to change his frequency. And he's been having depression issues since he was 23. He's under, is it Lagatil, something, that medicine, So he's been maintained on on those medicine, and we're trying to combat his mental issue, which is conjoined to the family history, and also we want to try to see how the soul tie is working on, and the witchcraft and the curse, all of this, and try to bring the whole out of it so that his legacy and his future for the family, the dearest thing to his heart, can be fixed, even including his current situation right now in the family. It's not so good. Now, then it comes to me. I've been chased down by Alexander for the last 3 years, and uh, he noted something. So I came across his book, The Aspect of the Soul, and amazingly, the time that I came across that book, unfortunately, that's when he lost his father, and he had to come over to Kenya, and we uncovered a lot. As for me, I could say that I'm also similar to Ayanda because I was actually sexually abused from the age of 3 by my extended family. Be you are my uncle, you are my aunt. They actually just molested me. They took advantage of babysitting, but they babysat me in the wrong way. And so I have had all these fragments of the wrong kind of way of loving, the wrong kind of relationship. I've never gotten to know exactly what's going on. And so since I was in sixth grade, I believe I've gone so much turmoil. I've been diagnosed with I don't know how many mental issues from schizophrenia and all that stuff. And then because I haven't known how to like love right, I got married the right way, and we had a family, but because I don't have all those blueprints for the ish and the isha, there's no way I can be able to hold up a relationship. So right now, like I'm a single mom, and right, it's I've just been given an opportunity to learn how to be a human being, and for me this feels like a rehab for my soul. We have to fix that because the spirit is okay but the soul is not yet okay. And I just want to say that I'm really grateful because there's no way I could be here without all of this love, all of this support, and also the music. So I just love what Kadero and everybody shared. Everybody just touched my heart, and that's what I want because I have been anti. My culture, the way I've been brought up, is anti-marriage. It's like I've been fighting that, and I know that is the wrong culture. So I'm just learning to see, okay, there's a right way of doing this. So this is reprogramming. This is instilling a new program, running software for my soul. So let me just leave it at we have longer versions because there's a huge way you can see our chronological story. So I will leave that for the pamphlet to come so that you can be able to interact with us so that you can know exactly what's going on down. And I think I got the courage to step out this year since I just been abused and I've never been able to come out. And this place has created a safe haven. I'm like, we can come out, we can be able to heal more people because you just don't cover it up. You know, I'm an artist. I can cover it up in music. I can cover it up in all the things that I do. But if I just open up and I'm like, okay, this is what really went on. Can we just bring can we just be real? Can we just be real and know that our frequencies are really messed up and there's an enemy who has plans for us that are not for good, and also we have God. And can we know that we can have the hope that we can be uprooted from this dark system and be transferred to this other system, and then things will start running and working smoothly. So
Yes.
that's why we're here to fight for our family, and
That's
we're really grateful.
perfect.
Thank
Perfect.
Amen. And thank you so much. What a fantastic job. And what is our prayer? I know what it's like to. I started my first deliverance service in 1995. And despite all I did, I know what it looks like to have things that are like unfair advantages. Maggie or Carla is a pastor's kid, so she's been brought up in church. And so, some of these things can be pretty, hidden. And passion project from Isaiah 61. This is the passion of Jesus to bind up the brokenhearted and to deal with things the enemy never thought would be discovered. And our distinction here is to uncover the hidden dysfunctions. And really here it's about passion, it's about love, that those who have a bit more can help those who do not have much. And so we want to give us an opportunity to become partners with the Passion Project so that we're able to continue to do this. There's many others waiting behind the scenes. There are many others waiting to get into homes. We have to rent entire properties. In future, we want to build villages and cottages and different places so that entire families can move in and begin to go through the same process Yahweh put me through and Ayanda put her through and many others who are just like us. So here are the details. There is a PayPal pool account that's created for those in Kenya. There's Kenya M-Pesa, and that is the number there. We just want to encourage us, um, from that place of that passion of Yeshua for the brokenhearted. Um, from that place, you partner with us to continue to help these people and to even put on these events. We have the best of the world's programs for business development and all the tools and resources and academies that can help these people. And that's why we're doing this. We want it to be self-sustainable. We are paying rent for up to 6 months, taking care of everything to give them an opportunity to stand up on their own 2 feet and begin to invest by themselves by giving them all the tools that we can. And I'm excited for the steps Yahweh is taking. Guyana, Kenya, Tanzania is waiting behind the scenes. There's some different places. Some of us, even our wonderful Nadia, is looking to move to the United Kingdom. But sometimes there's people Yahweh must uproot you completely from your setting. And there's a lot going on. And we just ask you to prayerfully consider standing with us for the passion projects, the online stuff that we've just gone through, but also for these homes and internships that Yahweh is going to be establishing all over the world. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we just ask you to consider
Yeah.
standing with us.
And we're going to put their website in the chat box here. And just because some people might want to contact Alexander and have more questions or so forth. And also, you could check him out on Facebook, right? The name Alexander Kenny. It's on Facebook. You could check him out if you want, because I know I would have want to contact him and check for the website also. And I think on the website you could send an email and subscribe for updates. And right now we just want to call Ade. Um, she's there to close us off
Thank
in
you.
prayer. Yeah, Ade, just close us off in prayer. Just pardon us for going a little bit over the time, but we're about finished now. So would you close us off in prayer, Ade?
Sure. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Elizabeth and Nadia for all the great work, all the speakers. Thank you very much for pouring into us. So blown out of this place. So as we heard and received from each speaker today, I pray that it would activate and cause a sound of frequency to call our Ish or Isha to us. May it bring the scroll of the marriage government that we agreed to into alignment and fulfillment. May it ignite the exuberant fire of Ish and Isha within us to the glory of Yahweh. Amen. Baruch Adonai.
Baruch
Amen.
Adonai. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, here ends our amazing first conference, Finding the One. And I'm sure many of us were pleasantly surprised. It's very, very, very good. I want to encourage you again that according to the poll, some of you want to learn to engage heaven, some of you want to learn, get healing and so forth. Please contact Alexander. You could contact him via Facebook, just under his same name, or you could go to his website. Could you please tell me what the website is? Oh, okay. So his if you could write this down quickly, it's in the chat. It's Alexander, as Alexander is spelled, Alexander at kanyi.com, Kanye. Alexander at Kanyi, Kanyi. Sorry, I was saying Kanyi. Oh my goodness, yi.com. Alexander at kanyi.com. I don't see the website here, but you could send an email there. And his phone number +44 777 002 7557. Thank you all so much for joining us, and bless each and every one of you. We'll be recording this, and you could contact Alexander, Nadia, Ayanda with regards to receiving this recording. Thank you. That's a wrap. Bye all. Bye bye.